And this petition comes following a lawsuit back in 2017 that challenged these voting restrictions. It was upheld back in August by the Fifth Circuit. Now, if reviewed by the U.S. Supreme Court, then that would determine whether those who have committed certain crimes that have been permanently banned when it comes to voting could have a second chance at those rights. Now, as it stands right now under Section 241 of the 1890 Constitution, some of the crimes that disqualify people from voting include bribery, theft, arson, perjury, and obtaining money or goods under false pretense. Now, those challenging this provision say the list was designed to strip particularly black voters from their right following the abolition of slavery and the end of the Civil War. We spoke to Mississippi College School of Law professor Matt Steffi with more on this and the likelihood of this reaching the high courts.
In other words, there's no doubt the state admits that this had a racially discriminatory purpose from the beginning. The Supreme Court would have to decide to take the case, which it does in less than 1% of the cases that are presented to it. Now, I think the chances are greater than the normal less than 1%, but still, it's always a long shot.
And now, in order to regain voting rights in Mississippi, a person convicted of a crime under the provision must receive a pardon from the governor or be granted permission from the state House and Senate. And while we just heard from Professor Steffi just about the likelihood, he also reminds us that the other option is state legislature amending this portion. We are live tonight at the state capitol. Kara Peters, 16 WAPT News.